Hi there, Courtney Newton with today's real estate question of the day. Today's question is one that we unfortunately have to answer, and the question is, what happens to my home after it's gone to foreclosure and the bank has in fact taken it back? What are my obligations? What do I need to do? Things like that. Well, essentially, if your home has been foreclosed on the first Tuesday of the month, and your home does go back to the bank as a foreclosure, what typically happens is you no longer own the property. Usually within about 48 to 72 hours, the bank goes to the property. They typically decide if you're living there, and if they do what's called an occupancy check, where they determine if you're living there. If in fact you are living there, they will usually work with you on something called relocation assistance. Many times you'll hear people call this cash for keys, and they'll work with you on a date to be out and an incentive, which is the cash, to be out by that date in exchange for the keys. This keeps you from having to go through the eviction process. Now, many times they will still file an eviction to make sure you're out, but most of the time they'll do what they call a cash for keys. If you're not living in the property and you've already relocated, then that assistance obviously wouldn't be available to you. What they'll do at that point is they'll change the locks, and any keys you have, you could just throw them away because they would no longer work to the property. Now, something I do recommend is, as a courtesy to the new homeowners that are going to take over your property, is to get the garage door openers to the agent. That's just a nice thing to do. I highly recommend it. But in terms of utilities, lawn maintenance, HOA obligations, starting from the date of foreclosure, you wouldn't have any obligations for that. So you can turn the utilities off, stop worrying about cutting the grass, and the HOA from that date forward will no longer be your responsibility. It's just a common occurrence now that is how the banks work when it comes to doing a foreclosure. So you just need to know you can move on and you're done with that property. If we can help you with anything concerning short sale, foreclosure avoidance, anything along those lines, feel free to give us a call at 770-627-3963, or check us out at cobbshortsalesolutions.com or courtneynewton.com. Have a great day.